Welcome back to another video, guys. In this video, I want to talk about structure a little bit more. So when you have, when we have this, we obviously consider this a break of structure, right? Here. You also have a break of structure up here if we have a candle closure above, right? Okay, but here you're expecting buys in here and in here, right? So we would pay attention to lower time frame levels to sync up the time frames to see if there's an opportunity to buy in these levels. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how when I use the line chart, I know some of you are probably a little confused. I rarely look at a candlestick chart now. I kind of just, I'm in this kind of like this flow with just my line charts. Sometimes I'll take them off just to see what the candles are doing. But mostly I'm trading off a line chart. But we obviously need the wicks because we want to see what's inside those wicks on the lower time frames, right? But like, for example, let's look at gold today. Where is gold? Okay, so when you're looking at a line chart, you might be thinking, okay, I have a break of structure here. But then when you're looking at the candles, we never broke the low, right? So what I consider a break of structure okay, here we go. What I consider a break of structure is when we close below the wick. Okay, price has to close below that wick. That's a break of structure. But for example, let's say you have a QM like this, right? You have the wick above and then the close here, and then this wick is up here like this, right? But then on our line chart, we see a clear QM, but on our candlesticks, we don't. Okay, what we have to understand is that this closing prices, right, is still structure. Okay, this is still structure. This still pushed price down. It's still an angle. Does it mean it's a quality angle? No, but it's still an angle that we can pay attention to. So for example, this high right here, this daily close, right, we still haven't broken structure, right? We still haven't broken this lower wick, but this is an area still that we can look for sells in. Okay, so just understand that the line chart is very important. But let's say we want like a very good confirmation, then we want to see a close below this level here. Okay, so we need to see price closing below that to confirm a break of structure, but not to say that this isn't an angle. Okay, so there's two different things. So when we're looking for a break of structure, a boss, we need it to close below the candle, right? But when we're looking at angles, this is still an angle. This is still an area of price that pushed price down. Okay, so we can use this angle still and observe price here. Okay, we can still look at price in this area. So when you guys see like I'm confused, like do I need to wait for this to close or whatever? No, you have an angle here, and what does that angle mean? It just means a lower time frame. Okay, the angle is just telling you, okay, there's a lower time frame break of structure. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so and then when we see like a curve, let's see if we can find an example. For example, when we see a curve like here, okay, what is that on the lower time frame? Okay, it's resistance. That's why we mark curves, and that's why curves are there. So don't try to get too caught up in all the bullshit and reasonings and all that stuff. Just understand that, okay, we have a curve, we have an angle, we have resistance, we have support, and that's what happened here. On the daily, we have a breakout, right? Well, not yet, but I'm saying if you were thinking that, like on the daily, once we close below here, we have like a confirmed breakout on daily, meaning price wants to find the weekly level or the next daily roadblock or H4 roadblock. Okay, so daily to daily, daily to H4, right? Because right here we have H4 roadblock. Okay, and then our next level, if we break through, we have a weekly level. I mean, another daily level, but I think this is also a weekly level. No, it's not. Okay, right here is our weekly level, right there, and then we have another weekly level here. Okay, so don't try to overcomplicate it. Just understand that these are angles and they are used as support and resistance. The difference between the two of support and resistance and break of structure is a break of structure is a breakout. Okay, so we're breaking out. So when we have a breakout, that's confirming the direction. When we have angles, that's confirming an area that we can look for trades. Okay, so just try to keep that in mind.